Hey, what's going on, guys? Flash Fix Gaming here, bringing you guys a little tutorial video on the raspberry flavored item vault system and storage interface system and how it works and the distribution methods. Sorry, I tripped over my words. So, without further ado, I just want to clarify what we have here. These basic parts for our storage system. So first of all, the most important part is the storage interface. Storage interface is what combines all our storage together into one, right? So you can see, you can read what it says here. You can pause the video now. But what it basically does, it is a smart device that links all your item vaults and item drawers and drawer distributor. So I can't even talk today, sorry. All that together, even with your storage terminal. And your storage terminal is what you use to access all your items in your item vaults and your item drawer distributor. So next on our list is the item drawer distributor. What this does, it basically is when an item is inserted into this, it will distribute it to the other item drawers in your network. So when you take this and put them together and we right click, or like we put an item in, let's just say grab a hopper, right? This is just for show and tell. Yes, I know. Thank you for the... And it'll automatically input the item into the item drawer. So that is what that is for. These item vaults, they hold items. That is what you do. There's a certain amount of items they hold. I do not have that information, but their basic item vault is a 2x2, and the max you can max length is 7 blocks. So when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that is your max vault size for your 2x2s. For your 3x3s, you have a 9 block building, so you count that as your 1, 2, 3. Anyways, so that is our item vaults. They hold a lot more items than your normal item vaults. Next on our list are the item pipes. Item pipes can be encased by using a brass casing, and it will, when you use your brass casing to encase, what the? So when you use your brass casings to encase your item pipes, it will not use the brass casing. It's just more of a aesthetic thing, in my opinion. I don't know if it reduces lag or not, so we will get to that. So with everything out of the way for our basic items and how our storage system works, we are going to get to the configurations and your limits of your storage system. Okay, so the configurations we have are our limit with the storage interface and with the storage terminal is we can go on any side of the block, going out 14 blocks. So in between your storage interface and your item drawer or your vault distributor, etc., you can place up to 14 blocks in between before it limits out. So when I take this block here, right, and I break that, I put one more, and I put the 64 stack of wool in there. It will not be in the terminal, but when I go and put one block closer, it will appear in the storage terminal. So this is for update 3.2, and in 3.2 you're able to go 14 blocks. If you are still in 3.1 like I was when I was experimenting, you can only go 7 blocks in between before you have to make a new branch. So with that being said, so you have multiple, like I say, you can have multiple storages on one interface, but you cannot have a storage interface, then another storage interface, or else you will not be able to access other inventories. So you can only have one storage interface per array. So another thing to count for is whenever you're making your arrays, with the item or distributor, you can have an infinite number of blocks. So you see these signs. I have the blocks up to 32 blocks away, and it has 64 signs in it. So when I go up to my storage interface, I should have 64 oak signs, and I have 64 item pipes in here. So you are able to connect up multiple storages to one storage interface, but you cannot have a storage interface connecting to try and make it longer or cheat. So that is what you have. Okay, so when you make your storage interface onto this third configuration, you can go right into a item vault. For some reason, you can only go 6 in between a item vault and a storage interface. But when you branch out to either the left or the right or bottom or top, you can't go to the back, because when you go to the back, you cannot get your items. So I have 3 driftwood signs in there, and so when I go to my storage terminal, it wasn't working before, but you can put a certain amount of blocks away. So in my case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in between here when you branch off. So I believe now it is the same as before. They have lengthened the amount that you go by, so you can go up to 14 blocks in between now with each item. But when you make an array like this, the further you are away, the shorter it becomes. The closer, the higher you can go. So if you're trying to make multiple configurations, you cannot go further than you would like to. So honestly, the best array in my opinion to make is, if you want, you can have multiple walls. So you have multiple storage interfaces going this way and that way, or not storage interfaces, item drawers with an item drawer distributor on each end for them to work. So that is what my recommendation is, because from what I found, you can go an infinite number of item drawers away, but you cannot do infinite item vaults. So this, you could use this as your bulk storage, or have one of every item in the game for each item drawer. So you can place as many as you want, and they each hold up to 80 stacks of one item, so that is 5,120. So that's just a basic tutorial on how you can build your storage interfaces. So you can build them up to 9 away, and I believe, I'm not certain, you and I are going to both see this, so we are going to put the item drawer here, and then it should I'm going to put some black wool into it, and if it works, we will know it works. No, it does not. So it still has the account for however far away each item is, so play around as you must, but this is just a simpler way of working on this. I don't know if it's true, but I remember when I asked about trying to extend in the Discord server that they are planning to take away at Tom's storage. So just as a heads up, I don't know if that is a true fact, because it has a bug where it can delete items, but I don't know if that's going to get fixed or not. So another thing to note is when you are needing to take items out of a item vault, you can just take a chute, right? Chute, and then item pipes. You connect them that way. So take your item pipes into your distributor so that you can expand your storage more. So it will just take all the items, I believe. It'll transfer them into your item, which will allow you to have more storage. So that's just another thing that you can do. But anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, or any advice on how you can modernize or upgrade these systems, please let me know in the comments or message me on Discord, because I might just say, hey, there you go. So anyways, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace!